Okay guys, today you're going to be working in your math workbook for the first time. This is the cover of your workbook. Everybody should have a workbook in front of them now. We're going to go ahead and open our workbooks up. You're going to turn the page. So when you turn the page up at the top, you see that it says Reteaching 1 up here in the corner, and it says Representing Numbers. Now, we've actually worked on a little bit of this when we were learning about mountain math. So I'm going to focus on this part up here at the top only. Don't worry about this down here, just right up here at the top. So I'm going to get a little closer. Now, when you're here, you see that you have your number that you're looking at right here is, what's that number? It's 2,365, right? Now, 2,365 can be written down in a lot of different ways. Now, there's 4 different ways. Place value blocks. What's the next one? Expanded form, which we also called expanded notation when we were working with mountain math. Do you remember doing that? The 2,000 plus 300 plus 60 plus 5. Well, that's the same thing as 2,365. It's just written in the expanded form, right? Then we have standard form, which is the way you write numbers. And then there's word form, 2,365. All of these different ways are the same as 2,365. Now, if you look down to your next, the next area of your page, you see that here's question 1, and it wants you to write each number in what form? What's that right there? Standard form. Now, standard form up here is the way you write the actual number, right? So we're going to write that. Now, I know you guys remember when we worked with base 10 blocks? So these little ones right here, those are ones, right? What are these? Say it out loud. What are those? Tens. What are these? Hundreds. So when you're writing in standard form, you still want to take your pencil, here's my pencil over here, and you want to count from this side first, working to your right. Okay? When we read right to left. When you're counting base 10 blocks, you want to go left to right. Get it? Good. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to count those ones. Count them with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to actually write the number 8. Now my 8's kind of messy. Make your 8 neater than mine. Okay, how many 10s do I have? Write it down. How many were there? 2. You're exactly right. How many hundreds are there? 3. So I have 328. So I wrote from place value blocks, I turned that into standard form. When you write the number, it's called standard form. Get it? Let's do the next one together. Ready? We're going to start over here. Let me erase that real fast. I'm going to look at that. How many ones do I have? 1. How many 10s do I have? I have 5. Count in your book instead of looking at my screen if it's hard for you to look at my screen. How many hundreds? 3 hundreds. Write the answer in your book too, remember? And then these big blocks, those are thousands blocks, right? How many thousands blocks? 2,000. So, what am I missing in my number? Oh, the comma, right? Don't forget the comma. Okay, now number 3 is a little more tricky. You're going from expanded form or expanded notation back to standard form. Now standard form, remember, it looks like these. So we're going to write it as a number. Now when we read in expanded form, it's easiest if you go left to right instead of right to left. So I'm going to start back here at the 8. I have to start over on the end of the line. So how many ones? 8. How many tens? 4. How many hundreds? 400. I can even check it. 448. How many thousands? Write it down. So 7,448. Now going from word form is a little more tricky. Number 4 is in word form. Now when you write in word form, you want to go ahead and you're going to look 5,000. So I know I have to put that 1,000 with the comma, right? So 5,000. How many hundreds? 755. 50 is a 10, 5 is my 1. 5,755. Take some time to write those answers down. Good. Everybody caught up? Okay, you're going to write. Now your next number is number 5, and the directions, I have to read the directions first. Write each number in expanded form. Now, you don't remember what expanded form is, so you're going to go all the way back up here. What is expanded form? Oh, it's when you write the number out, thousands, hundreds, tens, fives, separately. Get it? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look, okay, 1,240, oh, no ones, right? So I have to write my thousands first. How many thousands? 1,000. Write it down. Now I'm going to add, remember, just like up here, I've got to add together my hundreds, my tens, and my ones. What am I going to write? You write it down first. 200. Good. Now, 200, how many tens? How many tens? 40 plus 40. Oh, this is tricky. How many ones are there? Plus what? 0. Good. Can you try the next one on your own? So you're going to do the exact same thing I just did here. You're taking the number and you're putting it in extended form. I'm going to give you just about 10 seconds. If you're confused, remember to start with that first number. What are you going to do? Look at how we did it the one before. Okay, I'm going to start. I see my 6 is here, so I have 6,000. Then I have to add my hundreds. How many hundreds? 300. Plus how many? 80. How many ones are there? 1. Good. Now, you're doing a good job on this practice so far. Number 7 is write a 4-digit number with a 7 in the thousands place and a 6 in the ones place. Did they mention the hundreds? Did they mention the tens? Well, if you get confused, I want you to think back. to when we used our whiteboards, right? And we made our boxes. Right, you remember that? So right here would be, this would be my ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, right? Okay, so let's fill in how many thousands? Look in the problem. Write a 4-digit number with a 7 in the thousands place, a 7. So I'm going to go back over here to my box, 7,000. And a 6 in the ones place. Where's the ones place? Is this the ones place? Is this the ones place? No, this is the ones place. What number am I going to write there? What did the problem say? A 6. What do I do with this area in here, right? Can I just write 76? No, that's not the same thing. So I fill those numbers in with zeros. So my answer would be 7,006. Get it? Now, your reasoning question down here at the bottom, it says Jason puts the digits 4, 7, 2, and 6 in order from the greatest possible number. Now, I'm going to use all 4 digits. Think back to making your chart. What's the biggest number? What's the smallest number? Well, the smallest number, we have 4, 7, 2, and 6. But I want to make it the greatest possible number, right? So what's the greatest number? That's 7. So I'm going to start with my 7 again. What's the next greatest number? Write it down. And then write the other 2 numbers. So you're going to have a 4-digit number. I'm going to give you a few seconds. I want you to check and see if you get the same one as mine. So your number, the next highest number, is it a 6, a 4, or a 2? It's a 6. Next highest number. Is it a 2 or a 4? A 4. Good. Last highest number? Only one left is a 2. Now I wrote this answer up here, but I've got to move it down here too, right? So 7,642. Write the answer now if you don't have it. Good. Let me give you a few more seconds if you need to look at that page. Write down anything that you might have missed. Because this is the page that you're going to use to help to look back so that when you practice by yourself, you can look back and say, oh, I remember how to do that, right? Okay. Okay, this is the next page in your workbook. It says representing numbers up at the top. This is the back side of the worksheet that we were just on. Up at the top, it says practice 1, 1, right? Still representing numbers. And the first problem should say write each number in standard form. Now, if you don't remember what standard form is, flip back to that page. What does standard form look like? Well, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to underline. I'm going to write the number in standard form. That way I remember. So for number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, I'm going to look at